I'm Dr. Sarah Stierman. I am a dermatologist and dermatopathologist with Dermatology Associates with locations in Perrysburg and Sylvania. How many years have I been in my company or my profession? I joined Dermatology Associates in 2011. I've been a board certified skin doctor for 10 years. Tell us what it's like to do your job. I spend about half of my time in clinic seeing patients of all ages. So I see babies, I see children, I see adults, I see elderly people, and I treat skin problems like pimples and rashes and skin cancer, itchy skin, eczema. And the other half of my time is spent here in my laboratory. I'm laboratory director of our practice, and I interpret skin samples, so I diagnose skin disease under the microscope. What sparked my interest in my career? Well, unfortunately, when I was a teenager, my dad passed away from melanoma, which is the deadliest form of skin cancer, and so certainly that did influence my career. What kind of training did I receive? After getting my high school diploma, I went to college for 4 years and received a bachelor's degree in biology. And then I went to medical school for 5 years. Medical school is normally 4 years, but I did an extra year of training just in the laboratory for my microscope. And then I did a general medicine intern year, 1 year rotating through all of the subspecialties. And then I specifically did 3 years of just hair, skin, and nails in a dermatology residency. Following my residency, I did another year of fellowship so that I could be able to diagnose skin diseases under the microscope. So all in all, that's 14 years after high school. So what's one fun fact about my career? Did you know that your skin is the largest organ in your body? So you better take care of it. It has its own immune system and it protects you against invading bacteria, viruses, and other problems. So take very good care of it because it's your body's first line of defense. What is one piece of advice that I would give to young women pursuing a career in STEM? It's a wonderful area to work. Don't be intimidated if you're the only girl in a room full of boys. When I was your age, I got better grades in language and writing and reading and than I did in math and science, but I loved it so much that I pursued it and now I do it for a living. What do I love about STEM? STEM keeps your brain young because you always have to learn. You can never stop learning if you're going to have a career in STEM because there are constantly advances in technology and medicine and engineering and science, and things are always getting better. And so you can never stay the same. You always have to get smarter. What advice would I give to my 18-year-old self? Oh, you can do it. That getting a career that you want will take a long time, but it will never feel like work if you pursue what you really love to do. If I wasn't going to do this career, what would my backup plan be? Well, I minored in vocal performance music in college, and I actually thought that I might join an opera or go to Broadway, but that might even be harder than what I do now, so I'm glad that I do what I do now. Why do you think informal science education is important? So why do we go to places like our community science center? I think it's super important to visit your community science center, your metro parks, your planetarium, and all of these other community resources because it's important to spark interest in STEM and to show how much fun it is to learn as a family. My favorite quote and my favorite book. Quote is harder. I like a lot of different quotes, but my favorite quote today is, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." And that is from Carl Jung. He's a very famous psychiatrist from Switzerland. And my favorite book is still The Giving Tree from Shel Silverstein. I got to read it to my children just like my parents got to read it to me. And so what is one piece of advice that I would give to a young girl? And I would say work hard so that you can play hard. But when you love what you do, it will never feel like work.